you said between now and June 6th, there would be 6 meetings. Is that about right?
Could even be more if we could schedule more after school gets out, but including June, up until June 10th, that would be about the number. Yeah, that's the point.
It's June 10th, so we were talking 6 meetings. So we have 8 grade levels?
If we do the grade levels, the middle school separately, then it'd be.
And we should. I'm starting to think about the cost. I mean, right now you said 15, 5, 2, and then 5. We're at $54,000 in professional development. We could hire her full time if we were gonna pick her. I'm just saying, like, we're gonna be spending a lot of money.
Okay, so what is, we have two options in front of us. We can amend and approve, or we can stop it cold now. Those are our two choices.
So what do you suggest?
Make a motion.
Well, I think we need to move.
Okay, so what are you proposing? That we approve Ms. Winter's plan and what?
That Claire begin tomorrow
Okay,
and get these dates set.
for at least through June.
June 10th, yes. That's what he said.
So to Doug's point, to at least approve the first 3 events on either plan, because they're pretty much the same.
Well, then Winter's plan, we've already said Winter's plan.
That's fine.
The first three events.
And we're being forced to back into who's doing the PD because the other one was uninvited. So, I mean,
Just,
Vote against it. I mean, that's the option you have in democracy. So,
Well, if some said they wanted her and some said they didn't want her, and now we have somebody else that is as qualified as she is, then maybe they'll really like her.
so we're
I
admiring-
mean,
we're spending a lot of time admiring
Give her
this
a
problem.
chance.
and
Guys,
I'm more qualified.
And more qualified,
we're
you know?
spending a lot of time admiring this problem.
Right.
So it's time to move on to an action. So that you have two choices. One, we're going to make a motion to approve it as amended. So that means the 3 events would be approved. I would like to put a qualifier in there that if we exceed a certain cost level, that comes back to the board, so that we're aware, to Jean's point, that maybe it's $25,000 or something like that. Does that sound reasonable? So there's a cap on it? Okay.
Isn't it?
Well, it's open check right now, that's what I'm saying.
No, but it doesn't by, don't we by law have to, isn't it 25,000? We have to approve?
Fair enough, yes.
Okay.
Right, so the $25,000, that needs to come back for anything to exceed those fees in that time frame. And then you will come back to us also in the next couple meetings with more detailed plans going forward into the next school year, as well as additional costs and levels of teacher commitment throughout next,
So can we say that by next meeting?
by next meeting, by the next formal meeting. The week of May. All right,
So you're the guy who made the motion.
somebody want to second it?
Can you read that?
Basically, if it exceeds the 25,000, they need to come back to us for formal approval.
So we're authorizing the declare and execute events 1 through 3 on Jenny's plan through the end of this year. If the fees exceed $25,000 in this school year, the board needs to approve it going further.
Is your
By-
rate negotiable?
It is if it's multi-year.
Multi-year?
Multi-school year,
Well,
got that locked. So, and then the other thing is that, but for the next meeting in May, we look forward to having Jenny and Clara come back to us to talk about the details of the next school year, levels of cost, teacher commitment, as well as major milestones and deliverables that we'll expect to see through the year. Is that fair? Okay. That's it, need a second.
Second.
Thank you.
Mrs. Hauk,
Yes.
Mrs. Nelson,
No, only second. Yes.
Mrs. Tegmeyer. Yes. Mrs. Volante.
yes.
Mrs. Barker.
yes.
Mr. Gilman.
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
No, I'm very happy to be here.
We have the
I mean,
board.
really,
We'll
I've
take
never
our
had
word
this
for
much
it.
involvement with the school board, but it's fascinating to me, so I'm glad.
We're sorry it has to be that way.
Yeah.
Except I have to drive an hour and a half.
An hour and a half? Where do you live?
Bourbonnais.
I hope your fee includes
no.
travel.
It does.
Thank God.
Yes, okay, yes. I was in Carbondale 2 weeks ago, this is not.
You know, Sharon Radcliffe.
See you.
you know?
Oh, she's actually, yes, for sure, yes.
They wanted to put. Or Amy Prairie, I was at their middle school, I teaching at
Yeah,
graduate
I'll say
class.
5.
For teachers.
15 after the bid meeting.
It was very nice to meet you all.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Apologize for the dysfunction, but we got through it.
Yes.
Thank you.